Okay, pups. Are you ready to figure out where our next adventure is? Newfoundland it is. So technically it's day 2. Oh, not technically, it is day 2. I just didn't post anything while we were on the road yesterday because it was kind of boring. It's all places that we've been. I've never been here. We are in Saint-Simeon, something like that. My French is horrible, lack of use. Ooh, rock. So this is on the north shore of the St. Lawrence River. And this is the first time that we've actually found a spot where we can get to the river. And maybe we'll see whales. Apparently it's a good spot for whales. And there's a really nice, turn you without giving you motion sickness, really nice beach down there. People with dogs down there. We came this way and there are no dogs, which is lovely. And we're hitting the first ferry of the trip soon. It's Tadousac. We could have avoided the ferry, but I felt like saving the hour that it meant. And dogs are gonna go. This is the first time on the trip that we've been to the St. Lawrence. I think I said that. And yeah, my first trip on the. Hey, no, I don't know what you're eating. This is my first trip on the north shore of the St. Lawrence, past Quebec City. Technically, that's not true. I've been to a place, we passed it. So this is the furthest west I've been, furthest east I've been on the St. Lawrence. And here we go. Oh, Kingly. So we are on the ferry. We're waiting for it to go. Yep. Figure the mutts would appreciate. Well, the mutts would appreciate having a view. Of course, Lily's ADHD is off the charts right now. Hey, bud. It is September the 9th. I literally just, September the 7th. I just looked. We are getting ready. This is, hold on, let me take you on a tour of the place. This is where we spent the night. We're on the Trans-Labrador highway right now. And you see we got that. And we had that to ourselves all night until a motorcycle stopped. I think he just needed to give his butt a rest right up there, but that's okay. As soon as we parked, I think it was a good sign. As soon as we parked, a gray jay, I think it is, perched itself right on there. So it flew away, but I think it's come back over the night to check up on us. Dogs have indicated that they are all ready to go. I'm just boiling up my coffee. I didn't feel like set potatoes. So sometimes what I do is I put it on the tongue box. I know someone's gonna yell at me, but I don't see any reason why not. It's literally just boiling a pot of water. I couldn't for the life of me find my travel mug. I'm like, where did I put it? Well, I put it somewhere where I wouldn't forget it last night. Yeah. And that's it. I'm gonna make a leisurely cup of coffee and we're gonna hit the road. We got to make at least 500 clicks today. I got a little ahead of it last night, so if we make more, great. There's one spot I think we're gonna make today, so I will let you know if we do that. And my water is boiling, so I shall talk to you later. Ta. I know there are people who will, think that I'm overstepping things when I talk about. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right angle, but the sun is like right there. I can't do anything about it. I know those people who are sick of me harping about keeping dogs on leash and maybe you should just train your dog and all that. How many dogs do you think would be able to avoid that? And you wanna know what's funny? Like, here, look. So here's that. Okay. So watch where that is. I'll keep it in camera view. Okay. Keep it in camera view. Keep it in camera view. Okay, so you see it. Okay. It's not just that. Like, broken glass. Lily was digging up poop. These people were responsible enough to bury their poop. But so you see, there it is. And here's my car. When you think that I'm being overly dramatic about Lily dog on leash, just remember that. I walked by 2 of its hooves. Actually, King found one. King found one of the hooves right over, I'm trying to remember where it was. It was like over here somewhere. So behind, I guess, other things like the antler, or the horns. Not the horns, the hooves. And, you know, there's broken glass. Luckily we haven't found any nails, because odds are I would have found them in my rear tire by now. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. So there you go. Yeah, that's part of the reason why my dogs are always on leash. And you know what? You don't mind too much. Hi. So we stopped for a rest break. We're on the Trans-Labrador. And I wanted to get this. So we're at the top end of a dam. I didn't want to take the video from outside, because I have a feeling they might be a little hinky about people filming. Thank you, Lily. People filming outside of critical infrastructure. I was telling you, man, this dam is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's almost a work of art. It's so pretty. So I wanted to get out and take a look at it. And it says that it's under surveillance, and it probably is. So that's why I'm filming this in here, so that, you know, like I said, they don't get a little freaked out. I know, I mean, people could easily throw a, you know, camera on their car and get it, all that, but I'm probably already getting, you know, my plate run and police called, and security folks are probably staring already at us. So we're gonna get all strapped in and get going. But I thought, like, this is really cool. This is really cool. Let me see. You can't really, yeah, and it's really, really windy as you come up it. So if anyone questioned me about taking a break, it's like, well, there's a gas station just down there, just a few kilometers away. The gas is $1.93 and a bit per liter. I mean, it's the only gas station for a while. I think the sign said that the next gas station was like 100 and some odd kilometers. And I know that there was a sign before we left Baie-Comeau that, you know, the next gas was 200 kilometers plus. And I was down a half a tank. So I know I was fine. So I didn't like fill up. I threw $30 in, and I'm still not at a full tank. So that's great. So yeah, I just wanted to be safe, you know, with pulling the trailer and all that. And it's really hilly. So I think this is the worst my mileage has been since we started, because it is so hilly and it's very windy. It actually reminds me a lot around here. I can't remember if I said it before, but it reminds me a lot of Northern Ontario, just with how hilly it is, and you know, Canadian Shield and all that. So it's really pretty. The black flies are bad. It's like, it took us, once they found us, we were getting swarmed. They were like flying into my eyeballs and all that. So yeah, so I'm kind of glad that we took a break here. Yeah, but when we come back, I'm definitely gonna stop here. I'm gonna try and throw my 360 on the roof and get the footage, because I think it'll be absolutely spectacular. Hi. So yeah, we're getting ready. I'm just watching a truck come up, so he can be our white rabbit and kind of force us to go nice and slow. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. the first time, we are in Newfoundland and Labrador. This is a province that I have never been to. So we just arrived. We'll let's see where we get up to. So we made an unexpected and impromptu stop at just outside Churchill Falls. It's Bowdoin Canyon. I'm not quite sure how to say that, and I'm probably butchering it. And it's come on, Lily. There's no map, so I have no idea how long the actual trail is. But there's some beautiful waterfalls that you see from on high, and I'm assuming that when you get to the other side of a bridge, I actually backed. I wasn't on the bridge and there was no traffic, but I kind of backed away from the bridge to come into the parking lot here because I saw hiking trails. Like, oh, we haven't gone for a good hike for a while. Like, at all. Not a good one. Come on. Was a little bit of a hiccup partway through because it had a grated passage over a stream, so I had to carry Lily, and of course Lily's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm trying to help you, damn it. And King's like, what are you waiting for? Since we didn't see any dogs ahead of us, and I'm banking on none coming up behind us, because we went a little bit down, we turned around. I didn't want to leave the car unattended for too long, so we're heading back. And yeah, it's lovely. It's nice. It's very nice. It reminds me a lot of the area around like Thunder Bay. It's different. I wouldn't be so ignorant as to say it's, you know, if you've been to one, you've been to both. That's dumb. It's so dumb. I hate when people do that. You don't need to go here because you've been here. Bite me. So we are making our way back. Not a lot of wild spoor, thankfully. We did find something, but it was small. It was small poop with blueberries. So no bear, because I actually forgot my bear spray. And just thought I'd share some thoughts from the trail. And we'll catch up later. Bye. where we saw good. Look, where you saw good. So it is Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday 9th. So let me show you around where we were again. So we pretty much had this whole place to ourselves until about a few minutes ago when someone who was packed up over there, they just left. So I am preparing, as usual, the most important meal of the day. We're gonna go for a quick stroll. It was so freaking windy last night. I can't even tell you how windy it was. I don't know if it's just the angle coming. There's a lake. There's a lake over there. I gotta get better at this. Hang on. There we go. There's a lake over there. So I don't know if it's just because there was so much unbroken, but this was the only way that we could enjoy this place without the black flies, because the black flies are really, really bad. Like I looked at a spot down there. It's completely covered. Like no one would even know you were there until you were there. We're like right there. Like, well, this is great. And then I got black flies in my eyeballs, and I was like, well, that's not quite so great. We came up here. This is pretty good. I mean, we are kind of close to the highway, but I think unless you were looking at just the right place, you wouldn't know that we were here. Like, there's the highway there. So it's not a super busy highway, but you do have trucks, so you get that. But the fact that I could hear anything over the sound of the wind, I think was just remarkable. Like it was, that the whole trailer was just being shook, and it was rain and then sun, and then rain and then sun, and then finally I think it was like 5:30. I'm like, I'm done. Like I'm not going in and out anymore. And then I actually fell asleep. I don't know why. I fell asleep. I didn't really feel that tired, but then I got in there and I was all snuggled in warm, and the dogs were all cuddly, and I'm like, oh, I'm out. And I just got up. So obviously I really, really needed the sleep. So tonight we are at about 100 kilometers from Happy Valley-Goose Bay. I don't know why it has two names, but it does. And then we're off to the ferry at Blanc-Sablon. I booked the early ferry at 8. So apparently we have to check in at 6. Which is like 5 o'clock my time. So that's going to be unpleasant. Water's boiling. Yes, it took forever. It's very windy. I have to actually set an alarm for before 5. And then we're going to sit there. The dogs have never been on a ferry by themselves because they have to stay in the car. Or they can go to a pet area, but it's like you need to either pay a crate fee or bring your own crate. And I'm like, first of all, my dogs don't like crates. And second of all, other dogs? No. Oh God, no. So they'll just hang out in the car. It's 2 hours. They'll be fine. They may not think so, but I know they'll be fine. So that's that. I just wanted to kind of give those people a chance to leave before I took the dogs for a walk. So I'm making a coffee, and then we're gonna go. Talk to you later.